Hi everyone, and welcome to Kavun Talks. Today we are talking about finding technical co-founders, choosing and working with freelancers, and executing the trial projects. Basically, this episode is oriented on people who having some ideas. They're not technical, maybe they are technical, but they're looking for co-founders, and they need someone to build their next thing. And Um, we will talk about a way that is best for finding such people, right? So, as a founder, you want to select the right co-founders, and you have to make sure that your co-founder want to stick with you long, that he's smart, that he's not motivated just by money, that he's really passionate about idea, that he's persistent, that he's stable, and he can execute. That's most important, I would say. Um, so how would we do that? Like, you cannot just come to like a meeting and have like 30 minutes call and figure all this stuff out, because that's just not how it works, because people can lie even though they're not realizing that they're lying, but it's like you will not understand each other that quickly. So the common practice that even Y Combinator is suggesting is to get a trial project. So you both agree on some terms of this project, on how long this project will be, and you just start working together. And then let's say in 1 month, you see like if you like each other and if you would love to continue working together. Why? So, but the question is like how to execute this trial project. Like, should I get this person work for me like for free, and then if like for equity, right? And then like in 1 month, like if we feel that we are not a fit, like what would we do is like what we did. Like we can like discuss all these things, we can write it down in paper, but the most reasonable things both of us can do is to agree on freelancing contract. Like, I'm the owner of a company, I'm hiring you as a freelancer for some specific like period of time, like 1 month, right? 1 week before end of 1 month, I have to say you like what will happen next, so that I just can prepare. But I pay you full payment for that. Like if your like hourly rate is like let's say $25 per hour, I will pay you $25 per hour. As a founder, you should be ready to spend it. It's not that big of money, and you will not do it for long. But benefits it's giving you is enormous, because now you work with now freelancer, you work with one freelancer, you work with second freelancer, with third, and then you just start to see how to identify things that you want to identify in those people. For example, after working like a couple of weeks with like 5 people, you realize that there's like you need a person who deeply understands your customers. Like you are building a sports related app, for example. You thought you just need a programmer, but no, you need a programmer who knows sport. And that's important insight. What would you like if you wouldn't be doing this? If you wouldn't be doing these reals where you like spend your money, you would have got a first like person who seems okay as a co-founder, and then there will be very uncomfortable situation when you realize that this person is not right, and person thinks that he's like a long term on equity. What would you do? Like, it's completely in your hands. You can fire him. There is no like legal issues with that, really. But that's not the best. First of all, it's like kind of a waste of time. Secondly, it's very unethical to do that, because you promise this person a long future. You say that you're interested, and then you just cut it off. That's not good, and that's may ruin your reputation in freelance circles. And they're pretty tight. Just like to be clear with you, like if you do bad with one freelancer, the whole freelance community will remember you did. So just be aware of that. Um, but trials are good, and trials can help you to experiment, with things. So how do I write to work with such freelancers? Like how to negotiate this vision of a trial project? Because not all freelancers like understand what like trial project is. So you would definitely need to let them know that you are interested in a long-term relationships, but you have to say them that it's just a trial. And you have to say to them, okay, I'm poor. I have no money. I can pay you like the minimal on which you can like live. That would be perfect for you. But we will agree on equity like once a free trial is finished. Once trial is finished, not free actually. The average period for trial, like the minimum one, the minimum period for the trial is 2 weeks. Just remember that you cannot take less than 2 weeks. 1 week it's not enough. 1 week is just for a person to like get into that. Second week, that's like where we really see productivity in software developers especially. So I would say it from 2 weeks from 2 weeks to 1 month. More than 1 month, that's kind of over. If you see that like you want to continue working with this person for more than 1 month, you would probably want to like sign a long-term syncs on equity and just like become co-founders. So we decided that. Another important thing is in which way would we structure a partnership with these people? Like, would it be a project base, an hourly base, a monthly base? Would I work with agencies? Or what would I do? So the very common trap in which founders are getting into is to structure this project as project based. Like you complete like this part of job, I pay you $500. That's like, I beg you, don't do that. Don't do that, because there is a huge misalignment of interests in such projects, especially in startups. Like startups, it's more about partnership. It's more about communicating. It's about teamwork. It's about deciding what we're doing together. It's about quickly adopting to things. Like if you listen to any advice on startups, you have to be quickly adaptive. That is not what you will do with project-based. By quickly adaptive, I mean everyday adaptive. Whatever happens today, tomorrow you have to adopt. With project-based, you are saying, that is what I want to do for next 1 month. I hope you are not saying that's what I want to do for next 1 year, like huge project-based contracts. I hope you're not doing that. That's like suicide. Like 1 month, 3 months, that's like app I want to build. That's a feature I want to implement. That's a technology I want to connect. But that's not how that works in software development. Just you can say I want to build a marketplace, okay? And as a person who is not technical and who is not like product manager, who don't know how to, dive deep into these requirements, you would say I want to build a marketplace. And, you can spend like 5 years building marketplace and it will be amazing marketplace with like AI, AI in integrations that will automatically like create a profile for you and like match all this like marketplace personas. Can be no fancy UI, it can be super quick, it can be loaded in less than millisecond, all this optimization, or it can be fetchy, like this is sketchy and made on weekends. And if you are signing a project-based contract with a freelancer or with anyone, you are thinking, okay, I'm paying all this money, so I want them to like do it like good. I want it to be quick. I want it to be industry standard. I want it to be like amazing. And freelancer like understands it. Okay, you have a limited budget. So, okay, let's like not do that. Let's like save some money on this. And let's just make it, like an MVP work. Because Here is what happened in the freelancer mind when you come to him and ask, I want to build something for 1K. He will not say you, I cannot build it. Never. He will say, I can build it. Because you can build anything on any price. The quality will vary. And freelancer will adjust his quality and like his, efforts on the amount that you invest in. You can come say, I have $100 to build a marketplace. You will get a marketplace. In 2 days, you will get a marketplace. You can come say, I want to build a marketplace for $20,000. And again, in like a week, 2, you will get a marketplace and it will be great. But then if you come with like $100 and you say, I want a marketplace, like freelancers build it to you. And then you say, well, it's not quick, well, it's sketchy. Well, there is some things bad going on. That's not like, that's something you both haven't discussed, probably. Because you as a client, you did not had all these requirements just because it's like your first time. That's okay to not have these requirements. Freelancer also did not discuss it because, well, that's budget that was like given and I will do for this budget. And he don't want to like lose this like opportunity. And then you will get in fights over like if it's a good quality to even like pay for that. And then like you just add in so much details into that, right? And now imagine if this was like an hour-based contract. I would come to you and say, wait, look, I can do this fancy login page with like 2-factor authentication, but it will take me like a week, or I can do authentication without second factor and it will take me 1 day. So do we really want to spend 4 days on that? No. No, obviously. And that's how it works. That's a communication. That's how things are done in startup. You have to save on some things. And you cannot set high standards. Never in startups. Don't set high standards. Can be sketchy. Just choose a scene. Like you have to concentrate on one feature, one scene that will be like unique, that will bring users to your platform, that will be your main like value proposition. And try to make everything perfect because that will cost a lot of money. Like big product like the Spotify, like on Amazon, that's like a lot of engineers behind of that. So hourly based is the best, not just because you will get the most expected result, but because you will talk in deep with potential co-founder about things that we should do or we should not do. You will discuss each feature, you will discuss where would I spend these hours. You will not discuss like what I want to like see in 3 months. We'll be like, where would I invest these 8 hours today? And you discuss it. So, and that will work only on hourly basis. That will not work on project. So just remember these 2 things. So hourly based contracts and longevity from 2 to 4 weeks. So now, where would you find these people with whom you will have a trial project? So probably you need someone who is in your industry. That's like obvious. Okay, I actually will not teach you like how to choose a co-founder. I will just try to show you where you can find them. So an enormous amount of find co-founder websites. That's like decently good for you. That's like a first thing you should go to. But the second thing, it's a freelance marketplaces. You just go, you work with freelancer. If you like him, you bring in as a co-founder. That's what happened with me on Scrimmage. I've been a freelancer on Upwork. I was lucky to find Matt and with their project, and we've been working together for 3 months before we both realized that, okay, we want to be co-founders here. 3 months was quite long. Like we all parties were realizing that we want to stick long after already like 1 month after work. And yeah, it appeared to be a very successful decision for me and for company. And I've been found on Upwork, right? You can go on Upwork. You can go not on Fiverr. God save you. It's like a clear project based, so don't do that. Or you can go on other. So just be aware of agencies. Agencies are not usually open for that, and you will work with agency and they will never give you up a talent. If you will want to steal this, they may sue you. If you may try to like agree on some, um, negotiate this talent and like bring him like directly to you. But that would be a tough negotiation. So be aware of working with agencies, especially very, very formal one, like very old school agencies. Working with freelance marketplaces is good because it's not that like no one controls, that actually there is too much talent to control. You can just like go and no one will notice it. Secondly, a lot of freelance marketplaces include, well, actually not a lot, but some of them include like a negotiation terms for like how can you bring this freelancer directly to you without, agency fees and anything, freelance marketplace fees and anything. Usually it may be just like, okay, you like give a marketplace like 0.5% of your like equity. We like continue like supporting you with talents and everything, and you can hire them directly. That's like deal you can expect from smaller freelance marketplaces. Upwork probably just don't care. Just give freelancer an offer and go with it. With smaller one, you should like discuss it because you may get problems. So I think that's a talk. So what I really hope you remember after this talk, always do trial projects with your potential co-founders. The longevity of a trial project has to be from 2 to 4 weeks. Pay him full price that he's asking for, and then negotiate it down when trial project is over and you're doing him a long-term proposal. Find co-founders on co-founding websites plus freelance marketplaces. Never work with agencies and never try to find co-founders with agencies. It's a waste of time. And never do a project-based payment with anyone as a startup. That's only hourly-based or monthly-based, any of them. And thanks for listening. If you have any feedback, please reach me out at yev.rajkavan@gmail.com. Let's keep in touch. See you next weekend.